I have a lot of work to do outside and I really appreciate it, but I wanted to share this because people that make videos like this have helped me a lot when they tell little stories like this, how they depict things and stuff, and they could just talk about it or what they've gathered from the story that was told from the story, and the story was told. I'm not doing that here. I'm kind of like at the mercy of the fact that I have a Mercury conjunct Uranus. The Sun is still technically trining that while it's squaring Neptune. We're pulling away from it, but when it goes into Cancer, well, it's trining my Jupiter, and that's a very, see, my Jupiter is in the holy house of Pisces, in the 12th house, going retrograde in Pisces, and it's an auspicious Jupiter placement. If you look at all my planets and then how it sticks out over here, and then it's kind of like a two-handled bucket. There are buckets that have two handles. I always wonder why. Do you know why? Comment section down below. But so I have a two-handled bucket, my moon, but it's really my ascendant that's the handle to the bucket, which I tripped out on. That Neptune is going to be start setting off. So what I wanted to share with you guys is a little story I wanted to let you know what's the truth about disease and illnesses and Satan. Satan, ultimately, in this world, hides inside of disease and illnesses. That's why it's prevalent out there. The big excuse is just now the hands down, not close it because this person's sick and this person's disease, and you can't treat the blah 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 like that. You can't expect them to blah blah blah, and it's like no 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 no. The reason why there's illness and disease here is because Satan took over that situation there. Now, what is Satan? The mind. Yeah. And see, that's the battle that everybody has is whether or not um, it's within themselves, you see. And it's really hard to tell who's who, but if you are in a sanctuary that promotes meditation, which is a place of meditation, really, when there's meditators there and you are meditating, that right there, babe, what I had just said would be so different. It would be so different. It would see. I'm in a war zone. Having said that, because the only cure is meditation, but it's not well known in the West. It's very hocus pocus. It's hocus pocus everywhere. Everybody that talks about it, there is hardly a real person a real meditator that can tell you what it really is. And there's hardly a place that's really doing it. Having said this, I am getting fucking numb. And I am wondering, I just need to be less. I'm going to jump on this. My life does not entail feeling this way. Being stuck here. I know. See, because I have an autobiography that I'm not letting people know here. But if see, and it does, and I don't think it would help anybody in the West even though. I mean, but it would for some a faction of people. And that's why I'm saying, I would do that rather than not do it, is to tell my story, and then of course I'll try to raise money, but because who doesn't need money, you know what I mean? I need just very little, and this is like I'm looking like I am somebody who I'm a 6 Aries rising. I'm a 6 Aries rising, but my sun is Libra. I was born in September 26th, but I'm an Aries rising. The correct way to do astrology is the reason why mainstream didn't teach you about the real way to find out what your real zodiacal sign is because it has to do with your birth time of day, the time of day that you were born. Was the sun here? Was it there? Was it over there? Where was it when you were squeezed out of your mother? What time on the watch was it? See, it's hard to get that from a lot of people. A lot of people just don't know it. They can't remember. Maybe they're drunk. Maybe they were somewhere else. But who knows? A lot of people don't know their year. They come from Turkey or something. I met this woman. She says, I don't know when my birthday was, but and it's like, all right. Maybe it's because they moved over here, but it's like, no, isn't there a season? Yeah, there is a season because that's what we're going by. That's ultimately, if you want to learn astrology, it's not anything so random. If you can just get yourself on the planet Earth, figure that there's seasons out here, and then kind of relate it with a person. Say, now, how would spring look? They're pretty beautiful, right? A lot of those people are beautiful. I mean, that's the beginning of mankind right there. I mean, you got, yeah, the Aries, is the first of the I am, and it says I am existential reality. It's the first sprout of realization, and that's what you see is spring is just emerging, and then you go on, and now it's Taurus, which is now there's a flower, and it's like whoa, and this is exactly how these people are. These people are just like, I mean, the Taurus is a little bit too fucking laid back. We were kind of like talk about that. It's like what they are is they're holding ground and saying, no, you just have to fucking relax, really. Really. And it's like, but not with all, not these, you know what? It's really time to jostle that up because we're going to get to relaxing. It's called the golden age, but we're not there yet. You people are causing a problem now. That's what we're at. It's like these people that are stubborn and being stable. And then now, if you think about it, it's the money thing. I just about stuttered there because, yes, the Taurus, we have Uranus and Taurus, and then guess what? Mars is creeping up to conjunct Uranus at a certain time here, and I'll let you know. It's well, it's a big thing in astrology. We're talking about it. June. See, here's June, but then I'm going to change the page, and it's now going to July and August. July and August, and whoops, is it? Yeah, and so because when Mars conjuncts Uranus at now it's at a degree that it's never been, and it's at 26 degrees. Now it's on July 16th. Now just meditate. Now I'm saying that there's going to be earth changes that will be too much, but considering now that it could be electrified earth changes. You heard it here first. Electrified earth changes are coming in the middle of July. I don't think that it's a bad thing. Whatever happens, see with the Taurus thing, it's like Earth, It's like, well, is that really a bad thing? No, that usually happens on Earth. There's a volcano will go, and then it later on you have to be careful not to reset up near a volcano because it is so flourishing. It's so fertile. That's this mistake that the civilizations will make. They'll say, God, look at this place. It's so fertile. The plants are growing like crazy. It's because it used to be a volcano, and it could be a volcano. Again, you got to look up, oh, that's a volcano. And then you kind of don't do some things on the planet, or you do some things on the planet. That's what we're kind of learning, especially with the Uranus and Taurus. It's kind of a big, would you please slow down? Thank you. Don't forget to slow down and calm down. Yes. Taurus is like, yeah, I guess it's just like a sheep that moves over on the earth. Where are you going to go? You're just going to move over to where it's not really climate change. It's just, why did you build so close to the fucking ocean like that? You just keep doing that. And then now you can master the weather and you can blow the thing to pieces. Look at Dubai over there. Perfect example. Only lived about 26 years. That place was built. And Dubai, now it's turned into like this. It's just an experiment now. How now that it's all flooded from the wet, they knew it would flood, and they knew all that. It's climate change. Is it climate change? Fuck no. Yes, it is for them. They're like, now what's the stigma? See now, good point, Shauna. When it happens that they've changed everything, turned it to rubbish, what next? Well, look at Dubai. What happens to their economic structure? But really, it's the ecological structure of what's their tooling about as a human presence. Is it human at all? The answer is no. No. Okay. Next, kids, we're going to talk about the spiritual aspect of man and woman. Can't exclude women or whatever word I'm trying to use. Getting back to this, yeah, total. There could be some kind of electrical, magnetic, but really it's a physical, but it's electrical. I want to say it's an electrified geological disruption that goes on. It could be that they use technology to do something. which is all of it, really. How many earthquakes can you cause on brand new cities? How many disasters can you cause on brand new cities in one span of the 2 year? Like we saw Turkey, which is like, did you see those fucking stack and pack buildings just go? And how that it probably was created that way because those buildings are no more than 25 years old, and the technology is way older than that Tesla has invented, who created earthquakes. I make shit up. If you want me to keep making shit up and condense it, no, we'll see. We'll see what happens. July 16th, when it comes, come back to this. Look at that. And send me $5. I would like for it to be that a community takes care of somebody like me and everybody. Everybody needs to take care of everybody, especially if it helps them. You know, I don't like the money system. I don't. I don't. I like. You know what I like? I like meditation. I like, where we are right now. The earth. If you just find like a place, it could be anywhere too in your neighborhood, and you should just wonder, like, why is it empty? Why isn't there more organization over food? Is it just associative thing, like association? High in numbers, somebody is carrying a belief, and it's huge. What is the belief? Is it this? I like the way I just, boom! Turned it into something that Shauna never ends. She never ends. She's never going to end. It just gets better and better. The language refines, and she'll make it rhyme, and now your brains are unraveling. No, don't fall in love, don't fall in love. It's an illusion sent from above. It's a mistake, and now you're in danger. Your brains are going to be turned to mush. Oh, don't you ever fuss. It's not bad. It's not bad, in fact. It's the best experience we've ever had, and I want more. I want more. Well, don't shut the door. Just send some money. Send some money now. You're going to pay me for my solitude, and that's just the only way how. And once you value it, you can sit next to me. Otherwise, you go over there and be the narcissist flea. I'm not asking you for anything more. I am not a fucking whore. I am really